Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please consider subscribing. For the old ones, thank you for tuning in, guys. So today I want to tell you guys a little bit about China 10 years ago. There are certain things that have been happening that you guys see it normal here that was not available in China 10 years ago. So today I'm going to tell you all everything blacks especially or foreigners wasn't finding it normal to do or easy to do 10 years ago. I'm not 10 years old in China, but at least I've made my research and I've heard from veterans who have been in China those days. They could tell me that there's so many things that have changed. You hear people tell you that
if you guys were here when we just came to China, I don't think you will survive all this your thing you're making.
Guys, today I'm going to tell you guys 5 or 10 things which Africans could not find it easy in China. So if you want to see that, please stay tuned and keep on. So okay, watching. The first thing which was uncommon here in China was marriage. It was really rare for black people to get married to black people. If you see like the veterans in China, most of them are married to Chinese. It's just of recent, like 3 to 5 years ago, so many people now get married to their fellow black girls or maybe other foreigners, but it wasn't that common to see black people getting married to black girls, because it wasn't even easy for people to even meet up, except you and your girlfriend left Africa to China. But it wasn't easy to just meet a black person and then you guys get married, because first of all, the reason is that majority of the time in a city you can find just one person, which is a black person. So just imagine you get a job in a city and you're the only black person. It will be very impossible for you to meet another black person to get married to or something. I don't know if you guys understand. Even now there are so many there are so many cities in China where you can still find just one foreigner in that city, just one. So like me, I've been in a city for 3 years. For 2 years in that city, I was the only black person there, and I was maybe the only foreigner, if I'm not mistaken, before few people joined me in the city. So it was very difficult to get married to a black person, like two black people getting married. You will see either a black person and a Chinese, or especially ladies were very single, because Chinese people, it's kind of difficult for Chinese people to get married to black girls. The second thing also that wasn't common 10 years or 8, 9, 10 years ago was giving birth in China, especially black people. First of all, you would think about, oh no, schooling, how they're going to go to school, their school fees is so expensive, and you don't even know if they will allow you to put your school in a public school and all that, because they don't give citizenship here. Maybe if you give birth to the child, you will not automatically be a Chinese. Your child will never automatically be a Chinese. So it was so difficult. But these days, people give birth to their children. You will see little black children around. So things have changed. Now China is the new America, okay? Although no papers are given, but we still manage to give the children documents. The third one is parties amongst Africans, like having a baby shower, getting married, just doing come together, like bring people together, proms and all that. It wasn't common among Africans those days, but this day, can't see. When it's time for party, you will see me look for the best outfit, because that's the only time I have to show off, So now parties, proms, birthday parties, baby shower, and people are making baby showers. Can you imagine in China? The fourth thing and the first one is almost the same, dating black girls. Like, it was kind of difficult for black men to just date black girls like that, because first of all, you will not even see a black girl near you, or maybe a black girl will be in another city very far from you. When I'm talking like that, you guys, even now there are still people living in a city, just one person, one black girl in a city, or one foreigner in a city, in a particular city. So there are still very remote areas in China where if you go, maybe you go there as a foreign teacher, and then you are the only foreigner there, so you will stay there until you might not even have a boyfriend. You have boyfriends on internet,
break up, make up, break up, make up, break up, make up, only on the internet.
And you guys are in the same country. Distance from, it's not like you can say you work today, maybe weekends you meet your boyfriend. No, the distance between one city and the other is about 24 hours straight. So just imagine you have 2 days for your 2 days weekends, and then how long are you going to spend without your boyfriend before you come back? Oga must have looked for a Chinese babe who is a mini chick. You are just a side chick. So those days it was difficult, but these days men will bring their girls. They will accept African girls to come live with them, or maybe you will see other girls in your city, even if it's not the same country. But just the fact that you can date black girls, it's easier these days to date black girls than 10 years. The thing ago is African traveling. Like if you come to China, maybe you can go out of the country for a vacation, maybe in Thailand and all that. Those things we see it come on now. In those days, those people will stay in China. You will see your uncle will be in China for how many years? They will not even go back home, but they will stay only in China until they will be here until it's not like they're just comfortable here. You will not see them traveling from one city to even the other one for a sightseeing or anything. They don't do it because most often especially those people who live in a remote area, most Chinese in those areas, they don't even travel. Somebody will be in a city, in a village, they will be in that village till maybe the only time they will go to a city is when they are going for university or college or something. You know, in those days there was so many racism. People were still scared of black people to even travel from one place to the other. People will not want to sit on the same train with you. People will not want to take flights with you. So why do you? And those the people were so sensitive that they don't think that maybe you shouldn't care about that. So I don't know. So traveling from one city for vacation, or traveling to go attend a party somewhere else, or traveling to meet someone else wasn't really common those days. People would rather stay in the houses and date Chinese than going any other way to go meet another person. Number 6 is those days you can't find YouTubers in China. Like foreigners as used YouTubers, it wasn't that common 10 years ago. Maybe the white people or the Americans could be, but those days Americans were not coming here to work anything, because most Americans don't even see need to leave their country, since everyone knows that America is the most it's the number one country, number one economy. So why should I come to China where there's so much racism to work? So most people, you cannot find black YouTubers here or black YouTubers. It was so strange. Or someone will be taking videos, standing on the street and making like this, and this is the you know, all these things. Those days, first of all, VPN, they didn't know about VPN, so you can't even access YouTube and Google and all those things. So it wasn't easy to use other social media. Another thing, cooking African meals. In those days, you couldn't find people selling African food here. It wasn't that easy to see someone selling African food and all that. Most people were just living with Chinese. After all, the food is first of all healthy, so why do I have to stress myself looking for African food whereas I can just buy vegetables, fry it together and do that? Because in China there's so many things that you can cook here. So those days you could not just hear somebody selling African food and all that. Maybe in Gwangju, where there were so many Nigerians, I think it was common there, but in other cities it wasn't that easy for someone to just, even now you must buy online before you get African food. You cannot just go to your next neighbor store. I hope one day somebody will be selling African food just next to me so that I can eat African food. But these days I always eat just, not like I eat Chinese, but I try to eat what I see, mostly the vegetables and all that. Another thing is foreigners owning a car. I think up to today we still have very few foreigners who own cars here. it's not like you can't own a car, but the myth or the thing that people always say, oh, cars in China are so expensive and this and that. From what I've heard, it's not that expensive. You must not buy the latest, like for instance, if you're buying a phone, you must not go and buy iPhone X Max 11 plus. You can buy any car. It must not. There are cars for 20,000 RMB, 30,000 RMB cash, and you take it. So it just maybe that myth or that the fact that the country, first of all, is well equipped with transportation, very cheap transportation. So there's no need for you getting a car, paying insurance and all that. So those days it wasn't really that normal for people to just get cars, just buy cars. But these days you will see couples having their cars, girls driving cars here in China. I mean, black girls, African girls, they have their cars and all that. Although maybe it cannot be the highest brand, most expensive brand, but it's still the car. Car is a car. Another one is looking good indoors. This is the 10th one. Like looking good, just doing your makeup, take your videos, just doing your things indoors. It wasn't common those days. Do that those days, they'll be looking at you like, are you mad? Like, are you crazy? Are you looking? Even up to now, just because of, I think most people see it normal these days because of this lockdown. You see girls now with making up, doing their makeup and posting, dancing and posting. 2 to 3 years ago, I was doing that, but people were looking at me like, this girl, they work out too much. She would always think like, oh, this girl goes out a lot. Like she walks out, she goes out a lot. How come she would just be looking good every time? Every time she's looking good, well dressed up and all that. It doesn't mean you can just look good. I, for one, if I do my makeup, I feel you just have this fresh feeling. Looking good is good business, my friend. Looking good is good business, my friend. Okay guys, so this is the end of the video. So if you know any other thing which I missed, please leave it in the comment section below. If you have more questions on issues relating to China, or if you want me to make more videos on things about China, please leave it in the comment section below and I will do my best to make it for you. Thanks for watching and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.